Showcase TV is brought to you by Parfume Salvador Dali and Paris Mode.
I'm crazy about Parfum Salvador Dali.
Welcome to the show. We have a cracking lineup for you tonight. We've got male model, actor Ivan Ford, Australian design legend Peter Morrissey, current Dancing with the Stars contestant April Rose Pengilly, and Beck O'Brien, aka Darby, performing her new single, Let Me Go. Time now to meet my first guest, though. It's male model actor Ivan Ford.
Thank you for having me.
Ivan Ford.
Yes, I like that.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like the entry to a film.
Do you like the way I say Ivan Ford?
Yeah.
Male model.
Yeah. Oh, well, when you
International man of
like
mystery.
a film trailer or the actual start of a really bad infomercial.
How did you get into it?
The modelling sort of came about, I used to be a professional soccer player. And then while I was playing professionally for a club in Adelaide, one of the players' girlfriends was an actual model, and she mentioned it to him. She said, oh, you know, ask Ivan if he's interested in doing that.
So you were scouted by a mate's girlfriend on the same soccer team.
I know, it sounds unusual, doesn't it?
Sounds like...
That was all the scouting that was done, though.
Headlines.
Yeah. And it actually...
Sure that was all the scouting that was done. Do you have a signature look?
Most certainly not. No.
Okay, can we just get you on your tight camera just while we're on it before we move on?
Okay, right. Yeah.
Can you just...
My signature look would be...
Can you turn from camera and just come back to camera with your best blue steel? Magnum.
I can't do that. I can't.
To this one?
I can't. You guys aren't paying me enough, sorry. No.
Oh, that's true. How far did you go with soccer?
Well, I played for the Australian Olympic team.
Did you?
Yeah. I was...
Ivan Ford, male model and Australian soccer player. Did you score any goals?
I did. I got a couple.
This interview is getting better and better.
We haven't even got to Vegas yet.
Oh, I can't wait. You moved on to acting.
Yes.
What was? How did that happen?
Yeah, I mean, it was interesting. I'd always done some drama in high school, and it was something that I was very passionate about. Always used to write short stories as well. So that was always something which I'd planned on revisiting later on in life, or whenever the time came up, which felt that it was appropriate. And then when I retired, that was something that I wanted to do again.
But you have done a short film as well.
I have.
Let's check out the short film that Ivan plays in.
Another round, Bruce. And another one after that.
Who'd have thought, eh? Good old Billy. Come good after all these years with the kid. Seems like only yesterday we had all those times. You know, that's one time.
Can save it, Simo.
No, I'm just saying. Come on. Just saying, it's good that he's back, eh?
Shoot me, Bruce.
Sorry, mate, you've had enough.
I said shoot me, Bruce, now.
Hey, calm down, mate.
Don't tell me to calm down!
Oh, you know, you just said you had enough.
Simo. I'd start taking advice from a druggo like you, that I'd rather be dead.
Jack. Well, you know, you've been walking around like a ghost ever since well happened. You may as well be dead.
Simo, come on. Hey, come on, guys, just settle down.
Man, don't do
Be a
this.
man and finish the job your mate started.
Oh, come on, Jack.
Still, let's go, you fuck!
Looks pretty dark.
Yeah. I mean, it was I think it was definitely something very personal because it's the overall story is about brothers, and you know, I have a complicated relationship with my own brother, one that's full of love, but nonetheless a complex one. And I think the stories that you tend to sort of gravitate to are the ones that you feel speak to you on a personal level, and that was most certainly one of those.
What are you doing now?
Right now I have a screenplay which is over in the US, which they start shooting in October through Elijah Wood's production company.
That's pretty exciting.
Yeah, it's a nice little horror actually.
So off to the States, your own production company.
Yes.
You sound like you've got some stuff going on. What's your production company so we can get people to jump on, have a look?
Yeah, it's called Stronghold Films.
Strongholdfilms.com.au. Check it.
And,
follow Ivan's progress. I'm going to follow your story because it sounds fantastic. Awesome. Ivan, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
And just before you go, can you judge my blue steel? Since you didn't do it, I'm going to do my best blue steel.
Which camera are we going for?
I'm going to go to this one, but you can just judge it from there.
All right, okay.
I'm going to turn, I'm really center myself, turn,
right.
come back to camera, and I want you just to rate it.
This sounds more like a soap show turn.
Yeah,
you know,
no, I need to...
Right, okay.
And then...
I want you to think about the worst possible thing that could happen to you.
Okay.
But then being rescued at the last minute.
Okay, right. So,
that's how you do the blue steel.
All right, here we go. Is that like worst thing that could happen, rescued? Is that...
Yeah, I think it's just too big. But
good?
Yeah, let's just go with it. That was good.
Here I am once again waiting on the corner. Next time I'll turn up late so you're early for once. And it's my fault cause I shouldn't have come, but I had good intentions. But none of that matters, so no, when you want equal parts in both worlds. No, none of that matters, so no, betting on both sides in the final. And oh, you won't let me go. I don't know if I want to. Oh, you won't let me go. I don't know if I want to. Here I am once again sitting in the corner. Next time I'll be sure to leave in the morning. And it's my fault for leading you on, but I was lonely out there on my own. But none of that matters, oh no, when you want equal parts in both worlds. None of that matters, oh no, betting on both sides in the final. And oh, you won't let me go. I don't know if I want to. You sit and wait, he said, be the bait. Then you took to them till no man was wasted. And oh, I choke and I choke, doing my best to answer his question. Oh, I choke and I choke. I don't know if I want you. And oh, it was good once, good once. good ones. Don't waste your love, no, don't waste your love, 'cause it was good ones. It was good ones. Don't waste your love, 'cause it was good ones. Don't waste your love, no, don't waste your love, 'cause it was good ones. It was good ones.
I'm crazy about Parfum Salvador Dali.
Welcome back to Showcase TV. Joining me now is a guest who really needs no introduction, Peter Morrissey.
I'd like to hear your introduction.
Welcome to the show. There's
Thank
my
you, mate.
introduction. Your life is a movie. How did it start? What made you think of getting into fashion design?
God, are we going to go back that far?
Yeah, we are. Just briefly though.
So nothing in my life's a brief story. That's 31 years ago. In short, I didn't look at fashion. I had great style. I wore hand-me-downs.
Okay.
I slept in the same room with my 4 brothers, and every morning my father used to say, let's all get dressed to go dreaming. And we used to say, we're wearing hand-me-downs in the nicest possible way. My mum and dad had mortgaged the house and put me into a design college where you won a trip to America for 4 years to study. I won the scholarship. They just didn't tell you had to spend $10,000 a year living on campus.
Right.
And I only went to college for 6 months.
You started your label,
Yeah.
and you started dressing some pretty cool people.
Yeah.
Tell me about that little era with
Well,
Leona, wasn't it?
Yes. Well, I started Peter Morrissey, then I joined with Leona Edmiston, and she
Okay.
was at college with me. And we had 14 incredible years. Kylie Minogue was the first big thing. I did her the changing from the, Neighbours over to the hot pants for 3 years. I met Michael Hutchence through that. Elle McPherson and Michael have been my biggest campaigners ever. And Michael just wore me for 10 years. And I used to travel with him and, every single piece.
Princess Diana.
No, only met her, didn't
Yeah.
dress her.
Yeah, but you look pretty friendly.
Yeah,
so that'd be my biggest claim to fame. If I met Princess Diana,
Well-
like, yeah, we were besties, what's up?
When I met Diana, it was just about talking.
Yeah.
And when someone like that listens to you and you look back, and there's a great quote Michael Hutchence taught me, unless you're looked at, you won't really exist. But it's more about seeing than being seen, because you've been seen, so you've got to look back at them. And it's an incredible quality which people forget, because I know what it felt like when Princess Diana looked at me. There's incredible people that have changed my life only because they just stop and listen.
You have met some fantastic people. You also had a bit of a brush with the Grim Reaper.
A few.
Can we talk about that? Yeah. What
Yeah, no.
happened?
Well, your head fills with blood.
Right. So you had a brain aneurysm. Is that correct?
Yeah, I had 90% of my head was full of blood. And so out of that, you should die in like 6 minutes, but I lasted quite about 8 hours before I went to hospital. Because my head was so full of blood, I was operated on 6 hours later. I opened my eyes and my whole family were at the end of the bed, so I thought it must be serious because they all haven't stood together for a very long time.
Right.
But then they found out it's because it's hereditary, it's not the best thing. The thing happened, but my brother had to get his head cut off. They found one
His
in him.
head cut off. The top of his head.
Yeah.
Not his whole head.
Well, no,
get that
that's
bit
called
straight.
decapitation. I don't think any of the viewers out there would have thought I'm talking about getting decapitated.
Let's just be sure.
Then my twin sister's son, they found one in him, and he's only 26.
Let's fast forward then to today and your collaboration with Big W,
Yeah.
because you did high fashion, and not that I'm saying it's not high fashion still, but there's people out there who go, oh, Peter Morrissey does Big W now and see it as a negative thing.
who are
How do
those
you
people?
respond to that?
Well, I get emotional about it because seriously, I think it's irresponsible that prestigious labels or anyone, any chef, any service, doesn't understand there's an economic crisis on. Like my mother used to wear 1995 Fosse's outfits. She'd go one in ivory, one in black. And she goes, you get 3 for under $40 because you mix them up.
Right.
Now, I didn't make it for that reason. I didn't make it for my dad saying, let's all get dressed to go dreaming. But as I say to a journalist, if Beyonce puts out a song on iTunes, it's $1.95. If someone you've never heard about puts out one, it's $1.95. Whoever sells the most is a great singer, but everyone gets to have that song in their life. So I just made the fashion industry like the music and movie industry. So number one, either respect me that now every kid in Australia can own a suit because I made them cheaper than what the mother had to pay to hire one. So I dress more Australians at the moment in a week than I dressed in 10 years.
Yeah. Before we get punched in the face by the director and the editors on this story,
Really?
let's show.
Is that the game?
Let's show off some of the new collection of Peter Morrissey at Big W, because you've just done kid stuff.
No, that's for me.
I was hoping that was for me,
How
because that
cute is
is
that?
unreal.
Oh, wait to see.
If you've got,
Look at that. I mean, look, seriously.
there you go. You can show it off.
If I have to do this.
I'm showing it. Okay.
Because
you
you know what?
You show it off.
Look, I mean, every
Yeah.
kid can own that and every kid's
Cute.
fine.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I kind of want to have a kid just so
I've
I
got
can
them all at
put them
home.
in that.
And I've
Did I
got
say that out
16
loud?
great nephews and nieces and 20 nephews and nieces. So when they said, why did you do it? I went, Christmas is cheap.
Yeah. And there's a little polo that goes with it.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
did they
pretty
do the bow tie one?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know where the bow tie
With
is,
all
but
the
you've got the women's
shirts.
stuff as well. The
I'll
women's
do it.
stuff
There
is
you go.
gorgeous.
Got a jacket that's cut up the back.
And I know we got the men's stuff there. Do you reckon I should rock a Peter Morrissey jacket, or do you like this? This is from my favourite designer, Saint Vincent de Paul. Have you heard of him?
I love the fact
Great
that you are
Saint Vincent
supporting
de
by
Paul.
buying,
Otherwise known as Vinnie's. But no, it's good. Yeah, well, it's,
No,
yeah,
I know it's
support,
St Vincent
support.
de Paul.
I know you do. I'm talking to the viewers. They might not have understood my French.
Okay, I am collectively $30, $70, $29, and these soon to be $23. So
Soon
what's
to
that?
be. Is that new release?
Yeah.
New release Peter Morrissey.
Yeah.
Shoes. Great.
So, and sunglasses are $34.
Okay.
So for under what, $150?
Yep.
You
You
can
can
look
just
like
get
this.
the whole Peter Morrissey
So as I say to
look and
people, when
feel.
people say that I can't afford it or
Good on you.
yeah,
Of course they do. They Peter Morrissey.
that's the other thing. You know what people say? I don't make anything that I wouldn't use.
Cool. All right, we've got to wrap this up. We can find these at Big W
I'm going to
stores.
wrap up. Like, we're
182.
going to try on lots of clothes now. We're going to play.
You can find these at Big W stores all around Australia. Online,
Oh, you
we can
are
do it
wrapping
online,
up.
can't we? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, online, Big W online, bigw.com.au. I assume that's the website. I'm sure it is. It's going to be on the bottom of the screen, no doubt. Peter Morrissey, there you go. Dressed like a high-end fashion guy or girl at affordable prices. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
My pleasure.
Best of
Do
luck
I have
with
to be
all your
quiet now?
Yeah, he doesn't want to shut up. Stay tuned, guys. More Showcase TV coming right up.
Didn't we do a game?
We didn't have time for a game because you just kept
See,
talking.
well, what do you think my life is like? How do I put that short up?
I'm crazy about Parfum Salvador Dali.
Here's your chance to win Salvador Dali fragrances. Simply film your best version of I'm crazy about Salvador Dali in your best French accent, of course. Each week, the best entries will be shown and the winner to receive a selection of Salvador Dali fragrances. Upload your video to Instagram, tag us at ShowcaseTV1 and you're in. Good luck. Don't forget, if you are crazy about Salvador Dali, you can submit a video entry into the competition and win a fantastic prize package like Katie from Queensland, who was last week's winner.
I am crazy about la perfume. Salvador Dali.
Joining me in the studio now, former model, actress, and on Dancing with the Stars this season, April Rose Pengilly. Thank you for joining me.
Hello.
Hello.
Thanks for having me.
Former model. Why former? You're gorgeous. Why not still?
Thanks. I got a chance to be in a feature film, and it's what I'd always wanted to do. And so when that happened, just kind of turned my focus to studying acting really intensely and working a lot of indie projects. And yeah,
a lot of free projects. Because I understand when you're trying to be an actor.
Yeah,
it's pretty hard.
Especially in Australia, it's a bit like that.
Student films.
Yeah, I've done a couple of student films.
Right.
I did an indie feature called LBF, and I had to dye my hair pink for it. Fantastic. So it's been a long road to recovery, back to non-pink hair.
Was it permanently? Well, couldn't just like wash out?
No,
pink?
it just went kind of like weirdly red, and then I'd had to dye it another colour to get over that, and then I had to get rid of that colour, and it's just, it's been such a nightmare.
Yeah, wow.
It's a real struggle.
Really getting into character.
Yeah.
And now Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
Have you done dancing before?
I had done ballet from about age 3 to 13, but that's about it, to be honest. And it's really not, even that's not really helping me. There's a little bit of muscle memory, but it's not really applicable to the ballroom style, so big learning curve.
Yeah, the training I hear is pretty hard.
Yeah, hours and hours a week, and that's just leading up to airing, and then it's like, you know, every single day, and it's really mentally draining, like having to, this foot goes here and then this hand goes here and your weight has to be here and lean back. Yeah.
And there's a lot of technique, obviously, to dancing, which is hard to master. I mean, I've got fantastic technique. Saturday night at the pub after about 10.
Doing the fist pump.
Yeah, fist pump, the 2-step.
Yeah.
That's as far as my technique goes. Yeah. How are you going so far?
Good, yeah, getting there. My coach is amazing, but he's very, not critical, but like he doesn't like to overdo the praise, maybe, is the way of putting it. So I never actually know if I'm doing that well. And then occasionally he's like, oh, you know, you're doing really well, by the way. I'm like, oh.
Okay.
I didn't know. I thought I was terrible.
Yeah. Fantastic. Follow April on Dancing with the Stars and vote. Hit that vote button. Now, you're also a big blogger, nominated for 2012 Blogger of the Year or something.
And 2013, and now this year.
And this year as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
why haven't they given it to me yet? No.
Yeah, why are you so nominated? You haven't quite crossed the line?
Just a nominee.
Before we wrap this up, I've got a quick little game that I want to play with you. I know, mainly because I have this.
Ooh,
yeah,
fancy.
So don't get things right and wrong. What would you be doing if you weren't where you are?
I think I'd be a proofreader.
A proofreader?
Yeah, doing that, checking spelling and grammar.
Stupidest thing you've ever done?
Stupidest thing, oh, well, I did date your brother, so. Yay!
I'll give that one to you. Who's your woman crush?
Ooh, good question. I don't know, Rihanna, maybe?
Rihanna, I like Rihanna.
Pretty.
Yep, you get that one. Fired from a job?
Have I? No, I don't think I have been.
No. You're fired. Now let's play a little punch, pash and partner.
All right.
Kim Kardashian, David Beckham, Justin Bieber.
Oh, think I might have to punch Kim Kardashian. Oh, I feel really mean. Yeah, all right. I think pash David Beckham and partner Bieber.
No!
I love him. I can fix him. I can help him through these tough times.
If I was playing that game, it would be a different story. April Rose Pengilly, thank you so much for joining us on the show. Don't forget, follow April on Dancing with the Stars and, of course, on social media. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to tune in next week. We've got Zoe Marshall, Trent Maxie Maxwell from Bondi Rescue. Our product guru Henrietta Moore chats about herself and her life. And Alex Gibson from The Voice performs live in the studio. It's going to be great. We'll see you then.
Crazy about Parfum Salvador Dali.
Showcase TV is brought to you by Parfume Salvador Dali and Paris Mode.
I'm crazy about Parfum Salvador Dali.